Yeah, what's good? You know what it is. It's Big Mike and Jordan, your host of Under the Lights, and we got another special guest with us today that we want y'all to meet. So stick around, stay tuned. Let's go.
Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah. Under the lights, we covering sports, whatever you like, yeah. Home runs in the park, touchdowns in the end zone. Knockouts in the ring, buzzer beater for the win, go hard or go home. Find out who you are when you under the lights. That pressure made a star, right there. Under the lights, you looking for the best, tune in to Under the Lights. Yeah, yeah, Under the Lights.
Yeah, we back. You know what it is. We told y'all we got a special guest with us today. What's good, Jordan? You doing all right?
I'm blessed, brother.
We're going to go ahead and introduce our guest right now, man. Get this show on the road. Listen, who you looking at right now is a former Australian professional basketball player, a renowned trainer, and a street ball icon in Melbourne, Australia. He's built a reputation both on and off the court, training some of the country's top talent and holding it down as the manager of the NBA store in Melbourne. He's known for his flashy dribbling skills on top of his big community presence. He's respected in the figure of Australia's basketball culture and continues to inspire the next generation through the game that he loves. Who you looking at right now is Joey Mausar.
Damn, I've never had an intro like that before.
Well, listen, hey, this is the first time for everything, baby. Joey, what's good, my guy? How you doing, man? Appreciate you for coming on, bro.
No, thanks for having me. Getting up early for you boys ain't no problem at all.
Yeah, man, we appreciate that, man. Listen. Now, we're here to talk about the ISO 1v1 in North Melbourne, Australia, September 5th through the 7th, where you better bring your A game or you will be exposed. You understand? Now, Joey, I just mentioned that you got handles. And if you look on Joey's page, you understand me, you will see that the handles is there. The get to the rim ability, the shooting ability. He got it all. You understand me? You understand? So listen, man, we got we got some questions for you. I know my guy Jordan got some questions for you. I know he probably want to kick it off. So Jordan, you can go ahead and do that, man. I can piggyback off you and we can get this thing on the road, baby.
Oh, no, we got the first one that you said you're going to ask, man.
Okay, you're right about that. Now, listen, I like to start the show off with a banger. Last week we had Pedro and Monique on here, okay? So I went ahead and started it off like this. You an ISO 1v1 guy. You going to be in there getting busy, man-to-man, mano-a-mano, 24 elite men and 24 elite women for 10 bands. You understand? But with that being said, I need you to tell me who your top 5 1v1 players are in the NBA right now. Let's go. That's how we going to start it off.
Damn. Top 5 1v1. Are we including guys that are injured as well?
We include if you in the league right now, you can talk about them. You hear me?
All right, cool. I'd say top of the list for me, it's got to be Kyrie Irving.
Okay.
One-on-one, skills-wise, he's got every move in the bag that's been available since basketball started. So that's
right.
where I'm going straight with that.
Okay.
I'd have to put SGA at second because he's proved himself now. He can do a lot one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
Third, I'm going to have to go with KD.
Okay, Dagger.
Having some length, being able to shoot, also can handle the rock. I think that'd be a tough cover for most people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to put Luka in there. I think one-on-one, he's a big guy. He can handle the rock.
Yeah.
He can get to his spots. He doesn't really change much pace. No one can change his pace, rather.
Right.
So I think one-on-one, yeah, he'd be tough.
Right.
And to round that off, I'm going to go someone that a lot of people might not know, but keep an eye out for this guy. Rob Dillingham, point guard, comes off the bench for Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah, don't get Jordan started. Yeah, don't get Jordan started.
Yeah. So I think he's one guy that the way that I kind of play, it kind of maybe emulates it in some styles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be my 5 right now.
So, I like that, baby. I like that.
I bet you do like it.
Listen. I know. You see, people might have people might be like Rob Dillingham, like Rob, but let me
Yeah.
tell you something, man. He can get it. He gets in
Yo,
a bucket.
Jo-
Mm-hmm.
Left, right.
Jordan,
He's just the only thing is he's just small and weak. That's it.
Jordan, Joey, you know damn well Rob Dillingham ain't no top 5 1v1 player in the goddamn NBA. Oh, what the hell is going on here? We gonna put that man over Donovan Mitchell. We gonna put that man over Ant-Man. We gonna put that man over Jalen Brunson, the clutch player of the year. Are you kidding me, Jordan? You ought to be ashamed of yourself just because he went to Kentucky. What the hell is wrong with you? Yeah, Jordan. Hey, look, Joey, I got Jordan list right here. I don't see Dillingham nowhere on this damn list. Jordan,
he ain't in my top 5. He ain't in my top 5.
Hell no, you didn't got him in your top 5. You don't believe it because you don't fucking believe. Let me tell you something. If Jordan believed he was in the top 5, damn it, he would put him there. And Rob Dillon, he didn't honorable mention, nothing. Not a goddamn.
He ain't in my top 5, but I fuck with Rob Dylan. What the hell we talking about?
So you agree with the 5th spot? I know that. No. I know this is Joey's list.
Yeah,
this is Joey's list.
It's not mine.
Okay. All right. That's cool. So Jordan, do you want to tell them who your top 5 are? Who your top? Do you remember?
No. Yeah. Who is it that I have?
Okay, Jordan put Steph Curry at the 5 spot. Okay, he put Kyrie. He put SGA, KD, and hold on. No, you put Steph, Kyrie, SGA, KD, and Luka. No, you didn't have Luka number 1 though.
I had Kyrie.
You had Kyrie number 1. You had SGA number. You had SGA number 1.
I think I had maybe SGA. I think Kyrie was 3rd. I had KD 2.
KD 2.
Steph 5, and I had Brunson 4.
That's what it was. Yeah. Steph 5, Brunson 4.
Damn, I forgot about Brunson.
Yeah. And me personally, I had SGA 1, Luka 2, KD 3, Kyrie 4, and Brunson 5. That's my 5 right there.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And listen, Rob Dillingham just gonna have to. He gonna have to. You know what I mean? I know what you. I get it. He just gonna have to come out here and show it though. You feel me? On display every night, whether he coming off the bench or whatever, he gonna have to show bucket getter because everybody that I just named will give you 30 any given night. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a fact.
We're gonna have to wait and see. I'm rooting for Rob Dillingham though. I ain't got nothing against him. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing against him at all whatsoever. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact.
Feels.
For sure. Yeah. Now, Jordan, go ahead, kick it off, man. I know you. You know what I mean? You got some questions for him. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, do your thing.
I mean, it's real basic in the beginning, right? Because we just want to get to know you a little bit and just want to know what first got you started into playing basketball direct.
Sure. Well, basketball, funnily enough, wasn't my first sport. Football, as in soccer, was my first sport because my father's Eastern European. He's from Croatia/Slovenia.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, from a young age, football was first, man. I didn't pick up a ball until I was probably about 7 or 8. And that's when I started to enjoy the game. But I fell in love with the game when I was probably about 12, 13.
Okay.
That's where the passion started really coming in, where I was training every day and I was playing pickup on a street court nearly 4 days a week. That's kind of where it began.
So was it like a specific person? You know what I mean? Like you seen Kobe, you seen, LeBron, you seen Jordan, who was Allen Iverson? Who was the specific person that kind of motivated you to get on the court too, to take it serious?
Well, it's funny. The first guy who popped up for me was Larry Bird. So I'm a Celtics fan.
Okay.
I bleed green. That's my squad.
See, me and Joey gonna be at odds, man. I'm a Sixers fan. Yeah, we gonna have some issues, man.
Hold up.
Hey, me and Joey gonna have some issues, dog.
My favorite player of all time is Allen Iverson.
Okay,
so,
all right.
Yeah, I respect Philly. It ain't like that.
Yeah, okay, respect there, respect.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, so Bird got me started. Seeing a bad white boy do his thing like that against, what we saw as the best athletes in the world as African Americans out there, and seeing him do that was huge for me. It impacted me in a way that really made me look at the game deeper. And then when Allen Iverson came into the league, that was it. I was about the same height, the same weight. I had long dangly arms and quick on my first steps. So seeing Iverson play, I could relate to. It's kind of what I modeled my game after.
Yeah, because I see you out there getting busy. You know what I mean? I see you with the step back. I see you with the driver to the rim, finishing over big guys. I've been watching. I see what's going on, Joey. I've
Oh,
been
you're
peeping
doing
you
your
out.
homework. I like that.
Yeah, I've been peeping you. I said, okay, Joey finished. So when you say Allen Iverson is your favorite player of all time, you know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, so I see the drive and the step back. I'm like, okay. And then I see the drive and the finishing over big guys. I see the heart. You know what I mean? I see the no quit mentality. I see the get to the rim ability. I see that. No matter who in front of you, you know what I mean, throwing the ball between their legs, doing all that, getting to the rim. I see it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. We can okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah, honestly, when I'm looking at Joey, there's one player that he reminds me of, and it's not AI. It's funny enough. I told you about this. It says Jamal Crawford.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Jamal Crawford. I don't know. It's just the same kind of style that he has with his dribbling and his shooting. He kind of shoots similar too, like him.
Yep.
If you notice, right? And like he has long arms as well. He has real long arms, and his dribbling is like because Jamal Crawford's one of for me, in my opinion, a top 5 ball handler of all time.
Mm.
I
I
agree.
think
Yep.
Jamal Crawford's up
Yeah,
there.
he be having on the string for real.
On a string, and he's
Yes.
just he's creative with his dribbling,
People
right? Like he's
Yep.
creative with his
like
dribbling.
when he go between the legs, behind the back, when he's in transition, you understand how much ball handling skill that take to be, you know what I mean,
really do.
to be driving to the rim between the legs, behind the back, and then do your finish. You know what I'm saying? That's ball handling skill
Yeah.
for real. You know
I mean,
what I mean?
that's stuff that I watched in the late 90s, early 2000s. So that whole part of my game has really been brought out from players like Jamal Crawford, Allen
Mhm.
Iverson, Kyrie Irving, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah.
So I mean, I see like, since we, talking about, obviously you doing all these types of dribbling, all this flashing moves and all that. I would want to know, obviously I already know this. This is for me personally. You're big in the street ball scene in Melbourne, like big, you know what I'm saying? And you're the one that brought me out there, to go play, street ball and all that. So how did that all start? You know what I'm saying? Because I did see something online, because I looked you up and all that. Don't get me wrong, that something
Yep.
started in COVID and all this stuff. So just wondering, how did that all start? How that start for you, even if it started earlier? The street ball scene.
It Street ball was grassroots for me, and a lot of people are going to take this controversially, but in Australia, flash and street ball is kind of frowned upon. And
Mm,
playing in, professional and semi-professional leagues out here in Australia, showcasing that kind of ability sometimes can get you stuck to the bench. So
mm,
playing out in the park, having the freedom to be creative and use your imagination to do things that, a coach wouldn't usually allow you to do.
mm,
That's where the street ball scene really took off for me personally. But I've always lived out the West. And in the West, unfortunately, there's not a lot of great street courts.
mm,
So I ended up going past Paran courts after a big night out. This would have been about age 27,
Mm-hmm.
mm,
and I actually hadn't played basketball for about 8 years.
Mm.
I had a lot of injuries and personal stuff going through that made me go in a different direction. But 8 years on, walked past this street court in Paran, and saw these kids sort of working out on the court. Really got my mind ticking, and I went out and bought a ball that day. I spent a couple of hours on the court myself after being out all weekend. Um, and street ball was kind of born there for me, where it became a thing every Sunday from 2 till 6.
Mm.
I'd put up a post and I'd message, 100 people, try to get as many people down as I could. And I've been doing that for about the last, what is it, 15 years, 16 years now.
Trendsetter.
A little bit in the street ball scene, yeah.
Yeah, because
There aren't a lot of,
they wasn't doing it like that before Joey caught 100 people. They
nah,
wasn't doing
there
that.
wasn't really.
That's yeah. You
That's a fact.
set the trend. You did that. That's why you an icon, bro. That's why you like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Respect.
Shit, man. More props to you, bro. Shit, I mean, that means it's kids out there, young age, is doing it now, and they competing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Knowing that in basketball, like I said before, man, basketball is it has evolved. You know what I'm saying? It's all across the world. You know what I mean? And when I see international players out there handling the ball the way you do, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, basketball has evolved. This ain't the 80s, the 90s no more. It's everywhere, and these dudes is nasty with it. You know what I'm saying? So when
Facts.
people say, yeah, the international basketball play has caught up to the US, man, that's they should be ashamed of themselves. Why should we be ashamed? Y'all working at it every day too, internationally, working out. And listen, just like you said, they frown upon ball handling like that where you are, or they used to. You know what I'm saying? Well, because they teach strictly the basketball, the game. But that's how players get better. That's why when you see a guy like Jokic and Luka, they may not be extremely flashy, but they know basketball. International players know basketball. You know what I'm saying? You got to respect that. So I give y'all the same respect as somebody from down the street somewhere in the hood that's cold. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody that's in the NBA, because y'all putting in the work too.
Yep, I couldn't agree more.
For sure.
Yeah.
Would you want to say something, Jordan? Oh no. So
No.
look. So now that we talking about, because you talked about, you seen AI and Jamal Crawford and stuff like that. What do you think is the best era of basketball? You said you seen Larry Bird do his thing. You know what I mean? Why you watched him? He inspired you. What do you think is the greatest era of basketball? The 80s, the 90s, 2000s. Obviously, we got the 2010s, and now we into the 2020s. Which one is the greatest era of basketball to you, and why?
I'm gonna say 2000 to 2010.
Okay.
And my reason for that is it was the perfect mix of physicality,
Okay.
entertainment, guys that were playing as a unit. You needed people to fulfill specific roles to work as a team, and you could see a lot of that because there were people that had niches in their basketball game. Like for example, Gary Payton, 6'2" point guard. We knew he was a lockup. That was his job.
Right.
Dennis Rodman, he was out there just to get boards and lock guys up. That's his role too. So I could go on with a list of names with players like that. But my point is that we had a lot more physicality at that point, but it also matched up with the skill set that you needed to be able to deal with that. It wasn't just all about shooting threes, and it wasn't just about going to the bucket. It had a really good balance of everything, and that's why I think that era was best.
Okay. Me personally, man, I'm a 2000s 2010s guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I know you said 2000 to 2010, but I'm a 2000s 2010s guy, and I say that because look at the 2000s. We know you got Kobe. You know what I mean? You got we could say Shaq, but Shaq came in '92. You know what I mean? He's he's a little he's a little older. You know what I'm saying? But you got Shaq. Kobe, KG, Paul Pierce, and guys like that. T-Mac. But my thing is Tim Duncan. When you talk about
Iverson,
all of those, we can keep going. It's like, but the thing is, you got guys like LeBron, D Wade came in, Carmelo Anthony, they came in '03, but they wasn't at the top of their game then. You know what I'm saying? And then you got a Kevin Durant that comes in 2007, and then you got a Russ that comes in a couple years after that, and it keeps getting better and better and better. You know what I'm saying? So I always say, the bless you. 2000s, 2010s is the greatest era of basketball to me, bro. You know what I mean? 2010s is great, you know what I mean? But the 2000s and 2010s, I don't think you can't mess with that at all.
So 2000 to 2010 or
2000s and 2010s.
If you had to pick one,
if I had to pick one, I pick the 2010s for sure. For sure. And then you got to add Steph Curry to come in the mo. He came in 2009. You know what I'm saying? You got to add Clay. You got, you got, man, bro, it's dogs out here, man. You know what I mean? And so I would go with the 2010s as the greatest era of basketball if I had to pick one between those two.
Yeah, for me, I think I'm gonna go to 2000s right now.
Okay.
I got the 2000s. I think it was a good balance of both. I think you had a bit of 90s ball, and then you had a bit of more of the new era ball. I feel that I think it was the peak time of the shooting guards. I think that was when it was peak shooting guards. And the balance of the teams, it wasn't so much. It was only like 2 stars or 1 star on each team. There was a moment like that, and I think even because of those players, especially the players that you spoke about. So we talking about LeBron James, we talking about Dwayne Wade. Those players, I think, became like Dwayne Wade was best before, right 2000 2007, 2008, 2009, right?
Yeah.
You still had KG, you still had Paul Pierce, you still had Ray Allen, right? You still had those guys. KD came in the league, so you started to get the unicorns, but and you still had the balance of, you still had the Kobe's, right? You still had those older guys that came up from the early 2000s, and they had
Yep.
that bless. So it was a bless of both. It was a mix of both, and that's what I like kind of about that era. And it was my era too. Like that was when I kind of started watching basketball as well. So I might be a little bit biased, you know what I'm saying? But I would say for sure the 2000s for me, in my opinion, 100%,
Um,
100%.
Nice.
who you rock with in the NBA, Joey? Who your squad? You got a certain squad, or you follow players?
Boston Celtics, baby.
Oh,
That's it.
you did say that. You did say that. My fault. You did say it. You said
No, you're
Beantown.
good.
So okay. What do you think about when people say, Jason Tatum, when a lot of people talk, I don't think Jason Tatum is what people crack him up to be. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
what do you think about, when people say things about Jason Tatum in that type of way? Like, is he that guy really, or what? Let me know.
Okay, so my perspective on Tatum's a little bit different to others, and you can see why in a second. I think that he has every skill he needs to be effective on the court, whether it be dribbling, passing, shooting, driving, defense, free throws, uh, reading the play. Like he does everything as good as you need him to do. I think the reason why he gets knocked is because he's not as charismatic as some of the other leaders in the star world of the NBA. He's doesn't have that not that he's not marketable, because he is obviously, but when you compare him to someone like, say, LeBron or even Anthony Edwards, they're all kind of big personalities that have this aura about them that kind of puts them on a different pedestal. That's what I see Tatum kind of misses, maybe, or that's what people don't see.
Mhm.
But when it comes to, we're talking just ball, put a ball in this guy's hand and let him go to work and let him play defense. He's as good as anyone, bro, right now.
Well, for me, it's not nothing about marketing. It ain't nothing
Cool.
about none of that. I don't care if you're marketable or not. Are you the guy or not? I don't give a damn about if you can go, walk somewhere and people are gonna start screaming your name, or oh my God, it's Anthony Edwards. I don't give a damn about that. When I see Jason Tatum, dog, you know what I mean, in those big moments type stuff, I don't see the Jason Tatum that's what people crack him up to be. I see a lot of standing around when it's time to go out there. When the game is on the line, things like that. I see a bunch of standing around in the corner, looking at everybody else. I see not showing up when looking at just like some guy off the goddamn bench. You know what I'm saying? When you doing all of this in the season and things like that, and then the finals get here, you know what I mean? Or he's turned into a facilitator. He turned into a facilitator because he built a motherfucking house out here. That's why. You feel what I'm saying? So he's not the same player. To me, he's just not the same player, you know what I mean, in big moments as he is when they blowing somebody out. I also think about the time, Jason Tatum hasn't had to carry an organization. Let's make that clear. And it's not his fault. Boston Celtics done a fabulous job of drafting. You know what I'm saying? They did that. But he hasn't had to carry an organization. He has been with a very damn good team from the moment he walked into the NBA. You feel what I'm saying? You look at the first year, they went to the Eastern Conference Finals. They was a good team. They had vets on their team, and they was playing good as well. I'm not putting that on them for losing. You know what I mean? They was young, whatever the case may be, but they was balling. So I'm not going to hold that against him for his career. You feel what I'm saying? But, even when you let Miami walk in here with a team full of undrafted players and Gabe Vincent and Caleb Martin and all of them guys go out there and go up 3-0 against y'all, 3-0, and you go out there and do that, and then they added Drew Holiday, which I think was the game changer for the Boston Celtics. He with Drew Holiday, adding Drew Holiday, that's what won them the title, if you ask me. You know what I mean? When they got there, and you had a Porzingis as well. I don't think Porzingis is absolutely needed to win a title. They was 30-5 without Porzingis. They have a lot with the way today's game is going. Because now it's not like you don't need Kobe and Shaq on your squad no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's about, can you make that open shot? Can you catch, drive, and shoot? Can you drive and kick? Can you hit? Look at the Pacers and OKC in the finals. Who the Pacers got as a superstar? They have a team, but they got guys that can knock down shots. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Boston Celtics, they got a Jaylen Brown, a Jason Tatum, and you look at, guys that can knock down a bunch of shots. They have the best 3-point. They have it all to go out there and win a championship. You know what I'm saying? So if you keep reeing up, you keep getting better, you're going to win, motherfucker, of course. And then on top of that, when let's just keep it 100. And when they did get to the finals, you had 5 teams in the East that was hurt. Sixers hurt, Knicks, Miami, the Bucks, who else? Pacers. You know what I'm saying? So it was go ahead and just go, y'all. Just go ahead and go. You feel what I'm saying? So shit. I just don't think Jason Tatum is what people crack him up to be. That's just my opinion. And I don't think if the team wasn't like that, I think he would be Devin Booker before CP3 got to the Phoenix Suns. Scoring a bunch of points.
I need some pushback, Joey. Come on. I need some pushback.
Yeah, I want to put something out. So how about this? When he comes back from his injury, because he has a ruptured Achilles.
Yes.
I say give him 1 season.
Yeah.
And if he's not back to what he was doing before, if not better, I will put my hand up and say, yeah, all right. He's probably not the guy that I thought he was. But if he comes back, and if he averages 28 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists on, close to 50, 40, 90 splits, we're going to sit down and have another conversation, big fella.
We can do that. But are they going to be winning games? Or is he just going to be putting up numbers? Are they going to be the top of seed in the East? Or is he just going to be putting up numbers? I'm not saying he can't score, but is it going to be, are they going to be winning?
Okay, let me put it like this. How many seasons has Tatum played? Can you look that up right now?
I think he came in 2017, so this would be year 8 right here, if I'm not mistaken.
Do you know how many times he's been in the conference finals?
Yeah, multiple times. Yeah.
Yeah. So
he's had really good teams as well.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. But what I'm saying is, if he comes back from injury and if he steps up to that level that he's always been at, well, not always, maybe the last probably 3 years, I would say that he's going to improve, and we might even be looking at him with another championship. And then what do we say then?
We shall see.
So I want you to talk to him about that part about him getting hurt and then what happened with Boston, because remember we had that conversation.
Yeah. So a lot of people were throwing shade saying that Jaylen Brown's a better superstar because he won the Finals MVP when we won the title. And I say this. If and this is no shade on Jaylen Brown, this is just how good Jason Tatum is. When Tatum went down, our team fell apart. We got knocked out of the playoffs, which I'm pretty sure if you look up all the betting odds prior to that point, we were the odds favorites to win the title again. Now, if Jaylen Brown had went down and it wasn't Tatum, do I think we have a better chance of still getting through? I do. Because I think he's the number one guy. He's the guy that every team does a scouting report on and puts their best defender on him. So Jaylen Brown, even though he's an amazing superstar, he's probably not as good as Tatum because he's dealing with the second best defender on every team. And when Tatum went down in that series, it was obvious. Our team fell apart, and, that shows you the greatness of a player because everyone was expecting us to win.
Well, here's my thing.
I can rock with that. I can rock with that in that opinion.
And that's cool. That's all fine and dandy. But y'all was down 2-0 before he got injured. You feel what I'm saying?
Do you think he would have sat down like that if we was? Whenever we've been down 3-0 with him and not had a fight back, like we've always done something.
No, maybe y'all would have fought back. Maybe so, but I'm just saying the fact is y'all was down 2-0 when he was out there. You feel what I'm saying?
True.
So and listen, True. I don't want to sit here and just blame it all that the Celtics lost that series because of that. Y'all was down 2-0. Y'all and y'all had big leads. Y'all got walked down. It wasn't like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, ooh, the referees done it. No, it wasn't none of that. They walked your asses down. So
I think so. Wait, hold on.
Wait a minute. And then I'm gonna say this. You know what I mean? Either way, I don't think Jaylen or Jason can win without each other. So maybe Jason, would. I think he's a better player. You know what I mean? But the thing is, with me, Jaylen Brown, he keeps going. I don't be seeing Jaylen Brown. You got watch this. my little brother is a Jason Tatum fan, and he talk a whole lot of shit. So Joe, no. Listen. My eyes are zoned in on Jason Tatum a little more because he be talking a lot of shit. So I know in the third and fourth quarter when it's crunch time, I know he be standing in that corner. You know why? Because I'm looking for number 0. Because even when Jason Tatum have fucked up games and don't play so well, if y'all win, it's Jason Tatum. You know what I mean? So I got to have my eyes locked in more on Jason Tatum so I know what he be doing. And Jaylen Brown don't be standing around. So I don't think he's better than Jason Tatum. You know what I'm saying? But I think they can't win without each other. So maybe they would have won another game. I don't know, but they still go home. You know what I mean? If Jaylen Brown, if it's Jaylen Brown that gets hurt, you know what I mean? On reverse.
For me, I honestly think, in my opinion, I was still going to say Boston was going to win that series. I still had Boston winning that series, say if it was all healthy. My reason is simple. The way that they were beaten down on the New York Knicks during those games, like they fumbled the bag. And I don't think it was a situation where the Knicks just looked the Boston was busting their ass for 3 quarters, and then somehow the Knicks just came back with a, you know what I'm saying? So it's not as if New York was out there like you're like, yo, New York New York has all the answers for Boston. It wasn't that way. I didn't go into those games looking into those games and looking at going like New York has their number. I was like, no. Boston just needs to figure out how to close them out.
The number is 4. Fourth quarter. That's the number. Yeah, they had number 4. That's what they had. 4 quarter, came back, walked. When you get walked down like that, you get your ass whooped.
Let me finish.
Right.
So anyway, let me finish. So my thing is, this is what we do, Joe. The same thing that when we have conversations, the same thing me and Disney do all the time.
Back and forth. That's how it is.
So that's just my reasoning, because it would be different. It's like when, certain teams, like when what was it? Golden State would play Houston, under Houston before Chris Paul got there, and they would just blow them out every time. Or when friggin', certain teams have certain teams' number, and that's just how it was. Like it wasn't that way. It wasn't that way in that series. It was not that way in that series before Jason Tatum got hurt. That's just the truth. It was not. And that's just how I'm rocking with that. That's why I don't think it's a good opinion to have, because I would want to know if it was Jaylen Brown that was out, how would that have went?
Well, hopefully he don't end up going out. You know what I mean? So
yes, we don't need to talk about that.
So hopefully he don't. You know what I mean? So what you think the Celtics gonna do this year? You know what I mean? And listen, Drew Holiday's gone. You know what I mean? He's a game changer if you ask me. You know what I mean? Like what you think they're gonna do this year?
Well, there's reports that they're starting Peyton Pritchard as our starting point, who was the 6th man of the year last year, which I think is a smart decision considering we lost Drew Holiday.
Okay.
I don't know how we're going to work during the interim time while Tatum's out. I think that's still going to be yet to see how we progress and if we can mold together. But when he's back, I think we'll be okay. Like we're still, probably second or first, if not second best team in the East with a full squad. So, yeah, I think we'll be okay.
This year, you first or second in the East this year?
No, not this year.
Okay.
Out.
So where you think y'all will be at this year?
Maybe 5th, 6th.
5th, 6th. Okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. All right.
That's still good.
Yeah.
That's still good.
That's still good. If they're a 5th or 6th seed, you know what I mean, without a Jason Tatum, you know what I mean, that's not really like that's not falling off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not you dropped a couple spots. What was y'all, second, third, or some shit like that?
We were second, yeah.
Yeah, you dropped 3 spots. That ain't falling off. That's damn good. If it ends up like that.
Joe Mazzulla is a good coach.
Yeah. So go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah. So I just want to, since we in the NBA talks, I'm gonna just shift real quick since we're talking about NBA players and all that. And I know you're a trainer as well. So can you tell us about some of the athletes that you've trained that has made it to the next level, and what was it like working out with them and all that?
Well, I don't know if any of you guys are aware of the name Dante Exum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He plays for the Mavs.
Yeah, big shot maker. He ain't scared of nothing.
Yeah.
Whether he miss or he gonna keep shooting.
Yeah, he'll shoot that.
Yeah.
But you know what? When he was young, he wasn't like that. You know, when
Mm.
I'm a family friend through his father who used to coach me, Cecil Exum, who used to play for North Carolina. He actually played alongside Michael Jordan the same years.
Mm.
Wow. Yep.
Um, so he was my coach down at my local rep squad team, Werribee Devils. So I actually spent a lot of time with that family on court training with Dante from a young age.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see, you know, you can look him up on YouTube now. You can see some of his highlights, and he's a very talented young player.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as of recent, if you know who Rocco Zukowski is, he just got picked 45th, I think it was. He's with Minnesota Timberwolves, big
What's
7'3" kid.
what's his name?
Played for Rocco Zukowski,
How you spell it? How you spell his
um,
first name?
Rocco
Zakowski.
Zukowski. I don't know how to spell the last
Well,
name.
it should. That's all right. That's all right. It'll pop up. It's cool. I'm gonna check
But
him
yeah,
out.
he just got picked out for Minnesota, and I've spent some time on the court with him not too long before he left, actually. So yeah, having sort of I guess a finger in the pie with you know people that are getting the opportunities to get taken across to play overseas in the States or even in other countries.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool, man. Like you get to kind of see the little bits and things that you t might teach someone that they're using in their game. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like because Jordan, he a coach. You know what I mean? He coached. Obviously, he coaches the youngsters, the kids, and all of that. And I used to
Mm-hmm.
coach. I used to coach football too. You know what I mean? People, we was cold with that shit. You know what I mean? So seeing them
Yep.
do things, great things, go to college, get a high school state championship, and you go to the games, checking them out, and they see you, they talk to you. You know what I mean? Or you talk to them on the phone. They're like, man, coach. You know what I mean, man? If it wasn't for you and Coach Matt talking about me and my guy I used to coach with, if it wasn't for you and Coach Matt, man, I wouldn't even be here. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Y'all put it in me, the hard work ethic, blah, blah, cause we was hard-nosed coaches. We didn't play, ain't none of that. We're just like two Bill Belichick's. You know,
Yep.
ain't nothing, it's nothing. On this side of the ball, it's discipline, and on that side of the ball, it's discipline. And for them to accept that and grow up and be great high school state champions, or even if they didn't win a championship, but go to college and all of that too, that feels marvelous. So I understand what you're saying when you teach them things and show them things, you're on the court with them, and they take pieces of that in their game. That's fire, bro. That's fire.
Did you ever play with any NBA players besides them?
I've played against. I've been on a court with Kyrie when he was young, when he was 19 years old,
Mm-hmm.
just a couple of days after his drafting. But I've been blessed to play against.
Hold on,
I don't
hold
know
on,
if you
hold
guys
on,
are.
hold on. Oh, no, 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 no. You was on the court with Kyrie. What happened? What happened? What happened? Don't
Uh,
skinny did he bust your ass? I mean, did you?
yeah,
Because
yeah, cool,
19
cool.
Kyrie, that's before injury, all of that. He busting boys' ass. What happened out there?
Nah, so 2011, a couple of days after he was drafted,
Woo!
I worked at a bar in the city, and Baroque House, which was what the bar was called. And I saw Kyrie and his dad sort of walk into the venue, and um, I'm sitting upstairs on camera, seeing these guys walk in, and because I watched college basketball, I knew who the number one goddamn draft pick was. So
Right.
I ran downstairs, and I was like, "Damn, you Kyrie?" And he's like, "Yeah, man." And I was like, "I can't believe it. It's crazy." And his dad was standing next to him, and I said, "I hoop, man." I said, "I reckon I could break off an ankle." And his dad looked at me. He's like, "For real?" And he's like, "What are you doing tomorrow?" So yeah, next day we got to spend time on the court. It was a pretty cool experience, obviously, from someone from Australia who's very humble.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I learned some moves from that guy that really helped me kind of, I guess, develop my style of play, which helped
Mm-hmm.
me kind of use moves that I never would have thought of before. And that's definitely part of where my evolution came from.
Yeah. Yeah. Did he make you fall? Did you make him fall? I mean, what happened? I mean, because you skipped that part. Great job. I
Yeah,
mean, what happened
look,
out there?
I can score, so you know it wasn't like I was getting my ass kicked, but he definitely is a step,
Yeah.
like few steps ahead, and that was when he was a young man. So I
Yeah.
can't even imagine what he'd be like right now.
Right. Right.
That'd be
Right. Right.
crazy.
Okay. Right. 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 Now,
But look, just off the backing off that, I've actually had the opportunity to play international street ball games against, I don't know if you remember the old And One mixtape.
What?
100%.
Yes. Yes. Grew up on
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yes.
So through organisations here in Australia, And One mixtape was rebranded as Ball Up Tour.
Yeah. Ball up tour.
Yeah, so they did a tour here in Australia, and I was chosen to play against the Professor, the Bone Collector, Freaking Flyer,
Yeah.
all those guys.
Yeah.
And
720.
look,
Was 720 out there?
nah, that was after him.
Okay.
Yeah, he was nice though. I remember him.
Ooh, yeah. Because he been around for a minute.
Yep. So that experience for me was probably the best one of my life. Being on a court 2 separate occasions, getting to match up against the Professor and the Bone Collector. I really thought I could handle the rock until I saw those guys out there, and that
Right.
really helped me train harder. It really put me in a mindset of, damn, these guys aren't that much bigger than me. Professor is actually smaller than me. I was like, and these guys are getting off really clean. So, I started using all those moves and training them myself. And this is
Right.
without anyone else helping me out, man. I just jumped on board with it because I watched it on YouTube at the time, and yeah, it's kind of where my game really grew from.
Right.
Now
To be
listen,
real.
if anybody knows what and one is, hot sauce,
Woo.
you know what I
Oh,
mean?
man.
Skip to my loo, skip to
Ayo.
my loo.
Main,
Yeah,
Hey,
main,
hey,
main, main
I got
event.
footage. Hey, I got footage of AO matching up on me and me cooking his ass. I will send that
What?
through.
You
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
You
So
cooked
listen.
that up?
What we gonna do is you gonna make sure you send us that clip, and we gonna clip it into this motherfucking segment right here, talking with this and one. Because listen, let me tell you something. And one was a big movement for all of us,
Yes.
bro. And one
yeah, bro.
sneakers with
It's
the and
huge.
one shirts with the and one shorts. Philly knows what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Come on,
And
I'm
one
talking.
was like that,
And
bro.
one was like that, bro.
Like if
So
you
know what I'm
didn't know what and one was, you lived under a rock.
100%,
Facts.
100%.
You let my
I'm glad we all
nigga,
speak the
my
same language.
grandma knew what and one was. You understand
So
me?
yeah. So
Half
let me tell you
man,
something.
half
So
amazing.
yo, that's amazing. So let me tell you something. All these people are about to see this dude right here, Joey, playing
Yes.
the 1v1 tournament
Yes.
with all this experience
Mm-hmm.
and one train with players in the NBA,
Mm-hmm.
and he's older and he's an older gentleman too, and he can still go.
Yes.
He can still go because I play with him most of the times on every Sunday, and he can go. Okay, especially for his age, you know what I'm saying, and that's what's more impressive to me than anything, to be
Right.
honest with you. And now, since we talking about this, you know what I'm saying, and we're in the 1v1, and that's one thing that we are collaborating with at the moment.
Yes, sir.
Who are you most looking forward to going up against in this one-on-one ISO tournament?
There's three guys actually. There's three
Okay.
guys out of the 24 guys that I'm excited and very much ready to lock horns with these guys because they can really hoop. Carlo Camp, he's a guy who won it last year.
Yep.
I've known Carlo since he was a kid. That's how old I am. If you're wondering how old I am, I'm 41. If anyone wants to know my age, wants to see my birth certificate, 83, baby.
80s babies in the house.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We all 80s babies, dog.
So we get it. But yeah, so damn, what was I talking about?
Who you ready to lock horns with Carlo Camp?
Yeah, that's right. Carlo Camp. He's probably second on my list behind Steve Coffey.
Steve Coffey.
Steve Coffey's a problem, but he's never had a problem like me in a one-on-one situation, so I don't know how that's going to go, but we'll see.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
Like to hear that.
And then we've got Levi Smith, who's one of my good friends, plays on my team in Summer Jam with Team Paran. He might actually be one of the best defenders I've ever matched up on. So
can he score
that
too?
alone, yeah, he get buckets. Yeah,
He could play. He could play. He could play.
yeah. So, but he knows all my moves. He's been playing with me for 6-7 years now. So that's one guy that I'm probably gonna have to really think alternative ways to embarrass him.
Hey, this is what I like to hear, man. You know what I mean?
that.
Listen.
Hey, look, Jordan, he said, but he's a problem, but he ain't never had a problem like me in front of me.
Hey, this is what
Hey,
this is what it's all about, man. This is what I love. But the thing is, hey, let me tell you something. Big Mike, because obviously you had Pedro on there before.
yeah,
Joey, when he plays, like you know what I'm saying, it's competitive.
I can
You know,
tell.
and that's what I most honest. That's what I most like about Joey,
Yeah,
because when we get to playing against each other, like he doesn't back down from anybody.
okay,
You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
And he's a gunslinger, so it's not like you go when if you get him, he's expecting you to come back. If I get him, he wants me to go back at
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. He wants it the mano y mano.
yeah,
You know what I'm
Every
saying?
time.
He wants to get, and he wants to get his lick back. So, you know what I'm saying? And nothing ever goes past the game, you know. So we talk shit, we in there, we competing heavy,
mm-hmm.
and then right after
Keep it on the court.
we go out there, might go grab food, you know, he has beers
Yep.
for the people, them, and that's what I most respect about him, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, especially with people, you know, it might go further than that. And
Hell
for no
yeah,
apparent reason,
hell
why can't
yeah.
you just keep it basketball, you know, and done? You know what I'm saying? Usually some violence has to happen. But with Joey, he's created a wicked environment with the people in the community, with you know, people that come from outside the community, like myself, and he welcomes them in. And that's what I think is probably the biggest thing for you, you know what I'm saying? Just to give you some props and to give you some love, like that's something that's probably big because at least it made something like me. So there's people like me that come to this country and you make it mad comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, brother.
And bring them in and it's easy. You know what I'm saying? Because he helped me get into the NBA store and all that as well. Because I had it like Joey's done a lot for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Continue to be who you are. You know what I mean? Because those type of people don't come often. You feel what I'm saying? Those type of people don't come often. So continue to be that for the community, for the kids, because I know you be training the kids too.
Yep.
Yeah, bro. You're big time with that one. So this guy's nothing but a gem still, nothing but a gem.
Jordan, they need to put a
Appreciate that.
they need to put a Joey statue out there. Put a statue at the court. You know what I mean? Out west, man, on the
At
west
Parade
side.
Park, yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, put a statue of Joey out there on the west side, man. You know what I mean? Bringing that type of culture. You know what I mean? Look at it. So listen, man, listen. We ISO 1v1. That's September 5th through the 7th in North Melbourne, Australia. 24 elite men, 24 elite women, $10,000 prize. You better bring your A game or you will be exposed. Joey,
Right.
listen, you got confidence. It's pouring out your veins. It's all in your pores. It's all there. You know what I mean? I just need to know, man. Listen, are you gonna be the one walking away with that 10,000? Is that gonna be
Yes.
you?
Let me hear
Are
this.
you going to win the ISO 1v1 basketball tournament in North Melbourne, Australia, where you a fucking icon at, where you brought the street ball scene at, where you helped build it, you helped do all that. Your foot is all in it. You feel me? Are you going to win the ISO 1v1 men's basketball tournament? Talk to me. Talk to us.
I'm gonna give you one sentence and I'm gonna keep it real straight. I don't play basketball just for fun. I play basketball to bury dudes on the court. That's what I do. So I'm coming for that money. Get it ready. I'll have my account details ready for it.
Sheesh.
Ooh.
Sheesh. Hey, I felt that in my motherfucking veins right now. You understand? And he looked like he ain't playing, man. He ain't
Nah, I'm
playing.
not.
You can't listen. I already know you can't bring 99% to this game. You got to be
Nope.
100. You got to
Yep.
be 100, not 99.9. You got to be 100.0. That's what it got to be if you want to walk away with this 10,000 in North Melbourne. You feel what I'm saying? I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to
I
see
want
it.
I want to take my missus to Thailand for a week, so I need that money now.
Yo, who you think will be victorious, you know what I mean? It's like from the women's, you know what I mean? I know you know some of the females are sending, but who should we be looking out for? Who you excited to see with the women's?
I got to rock with Lana, man. I've been
Oh,
on a
really?
court with her. Yeah, yeah. I've been on a court with her. I know what she's actually like. She plays great defense. She can shoot the ball. She can handle the rock, and she's got confidence.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a good mix of attributes to have in a one-on-one situation. If you can shoot the ball, you can handle it, you can play some D, and you've got confidence, that
Mm-hmm.
puts you in pretty, and you fit. Yeah, you're in a good position.
You think it's gonna come down to her and Steph Reed?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's definitely who I was thinking the matchup was going to be. Yeah.
And we gonna all right. Well, we gonna holler at you, Lana. All right, we gonna make sure you come on the next podcast in the next couple of days.
Lana, we need you
Say
to
that
come
right
on
now.
here. Steph, we need you to come on here. Steve Coffey, we need you to come on here. Carlo,
Yep.
Carlo, come on here, baby. You know what I'm saying?
He's the king right now. We're trying to get him off that pedestal, and it's happening. My old brother, I'm coming.
Well, it's your job to knock him off. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
Respectfully. And we can go get something to eat afterwards, as always. You feel what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So listen, man. Hey, Joey, man, we appreciate you for coming on, hollering at us, man. Hopefully it's not the last. Hopefully you the last man standing with 10 bands in your pocket so you can go do what you got to do. You understand me? Because you don't play basketball for fun. You play basketball to bury boys. You understand? So listen, man.
Right.
With that being said, that's our show for the day, and we gone.
Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah.